rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will get the football first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it.
There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Henderson wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, he had nowhere to go with the ball, guys, and the defense is in nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Off play action. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right...
Looking for more room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Wells. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Quickly to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw, because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. When you think of the significance of these 2 programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these 2 teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Tight end now in motion. Off the play take on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and 10 from the 30. They'll go back to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Anderson will throw. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the ground. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Touchdown, Cage! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Grabbed over the middle. It's Glass. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Sproles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Knowles will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Flips it out in the flat. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Looking for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Anderson wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and I think he was about a step or so from breaking that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the run, deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Got it in the middle, it's Jacobs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Handoff to the lone back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Noles are rolling down the field. Running behind that left side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Fortunately, ended up losing yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Glenn. That's reeled in, it's Glass. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Seminoles will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Well, jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Canes are facing 3rd and inches. Searching forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. To the air, it's Glenn. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Wells. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Florida State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Motion from the wideout. Anderson will throw. Got a man. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Canes have moved it inside the 20. Rides the back on the option. The give. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. How about this backstage?
was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. So, there he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He breaks a tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, to get to the football.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job breaking on the quarterback and going and getting that big throw.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Safe completion on the screen. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum. What's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play of the drive, lost to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lofton. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Under fire. And He was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now in a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Anderson wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets into the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into...
Touchdown, Miami! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Working the middle. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Inside the 30 at the 29. It's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down.